If you have hearing or speaking difficulties, we may be able to help you take your Ielts. It may take 6 weeks for some special arrangements to be made for you, so you should make your application as soon as possible through an Ielts test center. What will the Ielts test center do? Your center will confirm the application deadline. This depends on the arrangements you need and is typically up to 6 weeks before your test. Ask for full details of your difficulty. Make the arrangements you need to take the test. If your center does not have the equipment or space you need, e.g. a separate room, they will do their best to help you to find another center that does. Your center may also ask you to provide a medical certificate. Please note, all requests for special requirements are subject to approval. What special arrangements can I ask for? There are lots of different options. Choose what you need from the list below. 1. Hearing aids, headphones and other equipment in the Ielts listening test. Test takers, read some questions, which are printed on a question paper. Listen to a recording. Write answers to the questions on a separate answer sheet. If you have hearing difficulties, here are some ways we can help you. If you normally use a hearing aid, you may use it in the test, but remember to tell your center before the test. If you normally use devices such as wireless systems or personal FM systems, you may ask the center for permission to use this type of equipment. You need to ask your center at least 6 weeks prior to your test date. If you can hear with the help of headphones or special amplification equipment, you may ask the center for permission to use this type of equipment to hear the recording. You need to ask your center at least 2 weeks prior to your test date. If you are using headphones, the supervisor, the person who will give you your listening test, must be able to hear and control the recording. This means they will listen to an external loudspeaker or use a second pair of headphones. You are not allowed to use a personal CD player, MP3 player, or other similar device to listen to the recording. If you are using special equipment, such as special amplification equipment, you will normally sit the test in a separate room. Notify your test center at least 6 weeks prior to your test date. 2. Hearing impaired, lip reading versions of the listening test. You can ask for a hearing impaired version of the listening test. Instead of playing a recording, the supervisor will read out the material to you. They will read out each text twice. The supervisor will stop reading from time to time during the second reading. This will give you time to write your answers. Make sure you can lip read a person who is speaking English. Practice with sample papers before the test. It may be possible for you to practice lip reading with the person who will give you your listening test before you take the test. Ask your test center. 3. Special arrangements for the speaking test. If it takes you longer than usual to say things, or to understand what people say to you, you can ask for extra time to complete the test. You are not allowed to use signing in a speaking test. 4. Exemptions and endorsed certificates. If you have severe hearing and or speaking difficulties, and the special arrangements listed above are not sufficient, for example, if you cannot lip read, you can ask for exemption from taking the listening test and or the speaking test. This means you do not have to take the test. You must apply for exemption before taking your test. Ask your test center for further information. For Ielts, you can ask for exemption from 1 or 2 components. You will be given a score for the missing component based on your performance on the other components of the test. This score will be used to calculate your overall Ielts band score.